I wanted to answer this one, but I'm getting ready for school. But yeah, Robin coming into the family was a big issue. And like, obviously we know the one side of it, but there's another side of it that really doesn't get talked about very much, and that's the financial side of it. So with everything that we know now, and with what Christine was going through and how she had asked for help, Robin was brought in, for all intents and purposes, as a replacement Christine. I mean, she even took a picture of Christine and Cody with their kids and took Christine's kids out of it and made it just Cody and her kids, which that was a whole thing. I still need to do a video about it, but you can find it on Reddit if you look it up. But, so Christine had asked for help, and she was like, I'm dying, I'm struggling, I need help with the kids, I need help with this, whatever, and she meant Cody. But Cody, being the absolute terror that he is, went and got a new wife instead, because he didn't want to help. He doesn't want to help raise his kids. He just wants to make babies. He doesn't want to have babies. Then the first house that we see Robin in, it's highly suspect, and I actually kind of agree with this theory, and it's not really that outlandish. That house was probably rented by TLC, because if you look at it, that house was way too clean for a house that has been housing 3 children. No way in hell. So then they move her out and all of that stuff. And Cody actually says in the first season that they didn't move her sooner, that she lived out there for 6 months or whatever. I think it's because he liked them having their private time. He was going out there and getting his smash on, honestly. But because they couldn't afford basic living things like groceries and stuff like that. And he always says, oh, well, I would get a hotel. Horse a poop. Janelle also made it very clear about this, and I want to say it was season 2 or season 3. It's right when they moved to Vegas, right? So it must have been the beginning of season 3. Janelle starts crying, and she's like, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how we're going to do this, because since Robin was brought into the family to be a replacement Christine, Cody never wanted her to work, period. Like, from day one, she was not, like, allowed to have a job. Cody even said in the show that the reason that she didn't move out sooner was because they couldn't afford for her to move out sooner. So most of that is paid for by TLC. One of the ones that people don't realize too, like, Cody will make it seem like he bought something when in reality TLC's the one who bought it. Think about Tony and McKelty's wedding, right? Remember when everyone crucified Tony for asking them to get a second mortgage on their house? First of all, that was a joke in reference to something that Mary had actually asked her parents to do. Yeah, Mary and Cody are a match pair. Robin takes a lot of crap, but I don't understand why Mary doesn't take more, because Mary is just not a nice lady. Watch one of her lives, and if you can argue with me, then you know what, I'll shut up. So while Cody and the other moms were having so much fun crucifying him on national television, you want to know who paid for Tony and McKelty's wedding? TLC paid half, and Tony paid the other half out of his own personal savings account. And at that age, I didn't have a savings account that could have covered that. But everyone was really happy to villainize him on national TV, even though obviously he was not the villain in this situation. And all of the weddings have been like that. Cody has not paid a dime for any of that. It comes from his money from TLC, and they pay for it so that they'll have like a storyline, which you could see that as him paying for it, and I could totally give you that one. But yeah, it's all kinds of jacked up. So do we blame TLC or Robin? Well, we blame Cody and TLC, because Robin could have been anyone. He just wanted someone to come in and bow down to him and do everything he said and have this secular life from everyone else.